Hey guys, welcome to Heat Happy Energy Amor Tarot. So today we are going to do a reading about is a reconciliation possible here. So we'll look at what's happening in the connection, but other than that, what needs to heal before one of you or both of you can feel safe to be in love again, to be open to love again. So before we get into the relationship part, we're going to check whose energy is showing up. So this could resonate with your person, their habits, their how they look, or for some people it could be your energy as well. So this is just to see if this reading has something for you here. Now we have skin condition, we have brunette, beard, markings, straight hair, and overall energy is unhealthy habits. See, this energy feels like someone who's been carrying a lot of stress in their body, you know, not just their mind, but in their body as well. The kind of person whose emotions show up physically. So, for some people, your person could have some skin condition like some allergies or something that happens on the skin. Um, for some people, this person could be, brunette hair, so, or maybe even if they color the hair. A male energy is showing up very prominently with the beard. Also, this makes me feel like maybe it's someone um, who's a little mature, or maybe beard is something that is significant for you here. Markings, I don't know if they have a prominent mark, or there's something about their features which is significant, which makes them look different. Tattoos could be something here. And for some of you, straight hair is another thing. See, unhealthy habits, this speaks less about the literal habits, but more about the emotional coping patterns. Avoidance, suppression, distracting themselves instead of, dealing with what they feel. So this person isn't disconnected from you, but they are disconnected from their own emotional imbalance. So, this energy belongs to someone emotionally overwhelmed, deeply affected by the situation, but not yet handling their feelings in a healthy way. So, that is the energy of the person showing up. Now, the energy between the two of you is Ace of Emotions. See, there is still this pure emotional thread that ties you both together. It's not dramatic or chaotic, is what I see, but this is sincere. This connection hasn't, soured. It is paused. So even if you've had some sort of disconnect, you're on a pause. It's not that you hate each other or anything. Internally, there is still this love which you are pouring out on this person energetically. The feelings exist, but don't yet know how to move forward safely. So, emotion is still alive, it's waiting for some sort of emotional honesty. Now, what wasn't fully understood here is just how much power you both had, over this connection, even if you realized or not. See, words, silence, reaction, even small decisions carried more weight than either of you acknowledged at the time. One side believed things would naturally work out, and the other expected effort to be felt without having to ask for it. Maybe um, that is where the misalignment comes in, because one person is like, oh, it'll happen on its own, and the other person is like, but how is it going to work out if you're not going to put in the effort? We need effort here. So the misaligned expectations, both people thought they were giving enough, but maybe neither was fully seeing the other's emotional language here. This isn't manipulation. This is two people trying to create something meaningful without fully agreeing on how love should be expressed. So this connection didn't fall apart because of lack of potential. It struggled because intention and execution isn't aligned here. Now, if this is resonating with you, do subscribe to the channel. Page of material. See, at the core, This person is still learning how to build emotional consistency. This is pages are like these students, learners, especially the page of uh, materials. They want stability, they want something real, but they don't always know how to maintain whatever they have in their hands. This creates hesitation, overthinking, and sometimes withdrawal when things start feeling serious. Their struggles isn't lack of care. This is lack of emotional confidence. They're afraid of doing something wrong, afraid of not being enough, and instead of communicating that fear, they slow down or go quiet. This is someone who needs reassurance that effort won't be punished or rejected. They want something solid, but they're still figuring out how to show up without fear. Seven of Wands. See, you have been carrying, so that was their struggle. This is your struggle. You've been carrying hope for a long time. Not blind hope, but quite endurance here. It's like, you're someone who kept believing even when clarity was missing, someone who tried to stay emotionally available while receiving hardly anything, mixed signals. Over time, that starts to drain your spirit. Your struggle has been trusting your intuition while also questioning yourself. So, again, this is like misalignment of some sort. You may have wondered, am I expecting too much, or am I not being met halfway? What's going on? That internal conflict has been heavier than the separation itself. You didn't lose faith easily. You got tired of believing alone because I think you're the one who wanted the effort here. Now, the core imbalance is the world. See, the imbalance here comes from different stages of emotional completion. One of you was ready to move forward, to integrate this connection into real life, and the other was still processing lessons from the past. That doesn't make either person wrong, but it does create friction. It does create, you are again, you're on different pages. The outcome that you want is the same, but you are on different pages. So this card also suggests that one person felt like they were closing old chapters for this connection, while the other hadn't finished theirs. So the energy felt uneven. One is, leading into the future, and the other is still holding on to some emotional baggage from the past, possibly. So the connection wasn't broken, it was out of sync somewhere. Now, muse of voices. See what needs healing first before moving forward. Anything can move forward. Trust has to replace assumption. This is about speaking honestly without defensiveness and listening without preparing a counterattack, a counter argument. The healing here is not dramatic conversation. It's about, you know, addressing those difficult pointers, having that real conversation that has been um, that has been, kind of been pending for a very long time. Unspoken expectations, unexpressed disappointments, um, emotional guesswork, that has to be clear in order to have that healing, to work on things here. So without this, even reconciliation would feel fragile. Like you can still reconcile, but then you will go back to the same thing. That there is no solid foundation here that you will be able to build, because again, you are creating or reconciling on the basis of the emotional confusion that you have here. So, with it, the connection has a chance to rebuild on something authentic. When you have that honest, clear conversation, the difficult conversation that is needed. Healing begins the moment honesty becomes safer than silence. So, yeah, you have to, whoever needs to, come out of that silent mode and speak up, have that honest conversation. Two of materials. See, this connection is teaching both of you about prioritization. Love can't survive when it's constantly balanced in fear, work, past wounds, external pressures. Something had to give, and instead of choosing, both of you kept juggling. Lesson here is simple but uncomfortable. Emotional availability is not about time alone. It's about presence and consistency. Both sides are being asked to decide what truly matters and act accordingly. If you're going to keep juggling, if you're going to keep, trying to balance everything, eventually something has to fall there. So love grows when it's chosen deliberately, not managed carefully. So if someone is managing love, it's not going to really work in the long run, is what this is talking about. We have an awakening. See, if both of you genuinely grow from this experience, reconciliation doesn't look like going back. It looks like meeting again with new awareness. This card speaks about clarity again, similar to Muse of Voices, um, emotional honesty again, and finally understanding why things unfolded the way they did. But again, for that, you have to have that honest conversation. There's forgiveness here, not just for each other, but of yourselves as well, in some ways. So, this is the kind of reunion where patterns don't repeat because they're fully understood. Growth turns into um, you know it turns from a question mark to conscious growth of this connection. So there is definitely potential here for growth to happen, but then again, it has to be with a new awareness after having this real conversation, clearing things out. It can't be based on mixed signals, or otherwise it'll collapse again. Now we have hermit. See, if you don't change, whatever changes have to be made, if that doesn't have happen, and without that inner work, the distance continues quietly, slowly, and without drama. This isn't a harsh ending, it's like emotional withdrawal for self protection. One or both people retreat inward here rather than, the risk of disappointment again. So over time, silence becomes familiar, and that familiar transforms into this emotional suppression. Not because love disappears, but because courage doesn't ever arrive, because there is no clarity in thought. Without change, this connection fades through avoidance, not conflict. Ten of emotions. See, the guidance for you. Your happiness is not on hold because someone else is unsure. This card is a reminder that emotional fulfillment comes from alignment with yourself. You're capable of deep love, mutual joy, and emotional security, whether this connection continues or not. When you stop shrinking your needs to keep a connection alive, you make space for the kind of love that meets you fully, and that, above all, is your true direction. You're meant for, emotional wholeness, not emotional waiting. Sometimes, a connection pauses not to teach you patience. It is to remind you that your emotional standard is something else. Whether the story continues with the same person or opens a new chapter entirely, you should know this. You're not here to prove your worth. You're here to be, met in it. And if somebody is not able to or willing to meet you in your worth, then maybe they have to look elsewhere and you have to continue with your own journey. That was the reading, guys. Thank you for watching.